So with 32 races in the books, we are down to the next to the last race of the Castrol GTX Cup Series season for season 29. As race number 33 brings us to Phoenix International Raceway in Phoenix, Arizona. As we're here today for the running of the Subway 500. Points battle is 63 points between the front two cars for the championship. And one of those front two cars in the championship is actually on the pole for today's race. It's Kyle Matthews in number 91. He's won at Phoenix quite a few times before himself. He'll be flanked alongside Zach Rogers in car number 97 on the outside pole. Both of them have won twice this season so far this year. Matthews was the winner at Watkins Glen and the second Dover race this season, while Rogers won the first Rockingham race and the first Bristol race this season. Second row, three-time winner this season so far, Jessica Shelton in car number 9. She's alongside car number 69, Kev Shearer. His lone win came at the first North Wilkesboro race this season. Third row sees three-time winner this season, so another three-time winner, Mike Becker, in number 43, including the Charlotte Suite. He is alongside the Brickyard 400 winner, Dylan Poteet, in car 31. Next row down has number 89, Quentin Moore, a two-time winner so far, and he's alongside Mason Wood, who had a tremendous run at Rockingham, the last race we brought to you on the tour. Next row has number 25, Seth Cole, the defending series champion, and 24, Nicky Martinez, starting this race in 10th position. A good qualifying run for Nicky. Next row down has car number 51, Colton Schwartz, and number 94, Nathan Ormond. Next row down has number 5, that is Phil Parker in the Tide Exalta Chevrolet. He won a second Pocono race this season. And Jesse Turner in car number 17 starts outside. Next row has the championship leader, Cole Deaver, in car number 3, trying to hold on for his second Castrol GTX Cup Series championship. He's alongside car 14, Matt McIntyre is alongside. Next row has three-time winner season so far, Dylan Young in car number 2. He's the three-time winner. Poteet's only won once this season so far. Dylan Young's the one who's won 3 times so far this season here in the number 2 Wawa Universal Studios Outback Steakhouse Ford. He won the Daytona 500. He also won Texas, and he also won the second Rockingham race, the last race on the tour. He's alongside two-time winner so far and Rookie of the Year candidate leader Rafael LeDuc in car 16. He won the first Pocono race, and he also won the first Atlanta race. And Atlanta, by the way, is where we'll be heading to next on the tour for the season finale. Next row has Keith Batson in 39 and number 1, Trent Dunham. Batson's won once this season so far. Trent's yet to win this season. Next row down, Levi Mcintyre, another 3-time winner. He's alongside Johnny Gardner in car 81. Next row has Charles Sammer, whose lone win came at the second Michigan race. He's alongside number 93, Zach Winkle. Next row down has number 70. It is Cat Batson. And number 7, it is Logan Williams. Batson... anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Next right now has car number 86, Daniel Bouchard, and number 28, Mike Wayne Robinson. Mike was the winner at the first Talladega race this season. Next row down has Alex Miller in 95, the Pepsi 400 winner, and alongside number 55, James Sykes. Next row down has Jack Mitchell in 01, and number 11, Cole Baker. Then it's number 36, Natana Madeo, and number 66, Jordan Anderson. Next row down has number 4, William Brock, the winner of the second Talladega race. He's alongside the second Martinsville winner, that is Angel Navarro in 42. Then it's Nathan Hudson, number 6, and number 8, Rob Evans in that row. And then the starting shotgun will be Joshua Osborne in 60, and number 59, Zachary Fitzwater. So that's the field for today's Subway 500 at Phoenix, Arizona, as we are set to go racing here today in the Castrol GTX Cup Series for season 29 at Phoenix, Arizona, the second to last race of the season. As we mentioned, 33. This is schedule is 34 races. This is race number 33 on the season. As we are about to give the command to fire the engines here for this race. Here.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Managed to get the party interest as we get some racing here today. As the race car leads the field off a pit road for the pace lap, we'll be right back for the start of the race right after this. So pace car is already ducked off on the pit road here, but the field's off turn number 2 right now. That used to be turn number 4, by the way. And this used to be the front stretch if you don't know your tracks at Phoenix. As they head off through the 3rd and 4th turns now, field will be led in the hands of a Pontiac of Kyle Matthews and the Dodge of Zach Rogers. As they come to turns number 3 and 4, and we're going to get the green flag here, and the Subway 500 is on. Kyle Matthews and Jessica Shelton off to an excellent start here as they come through turns number 1 and 2. Both Kyle and Jess has in-car cameras in today's race here. Our third camera will lie in the car of Charles Sanford. Off turn number 4 they come here. Matthews leads him down to complete the first lap here. First lap tallied at 143.123. They qualified at 147 on this track here. And this version of Phoenix appears to be much faster, obviously, than some of the previous versions. Previously in Phoenix, we used to run laps at over 130 in this track. It seems like 130 used to be considered very fast around this racetrack. As they come off turn number 4 now, Matthews and Shelton still leading him down, and the yellow flag, I think, flies for the first time. Yes, it has. And it's Zach Winkle and Angel Navarro who has crashed. There's Navarro sitting there, number 42, the Old Spice car. The man who dominated the second Martinsville race here. Rob Evans also involved in an 8 car. Trent Dunham in the 1. I think his sides caved in a little bit. James Sykes rear-ends the car of Jordan Anderson, and Dunham does the same thing as Sykes. Evans into Dunham, and Winkle into Evans's car. So, accordion effect happening. I see a hood buckle on the Joshua Osborne car as well, too. On his Dodge, all the more symbolizes his season so far, pretty much. And his crash obviously happening coming off turn number 4. And they got almost 5 wide off that 4th corner right there as they come up the turn. Yeah, Jack Mitchell got into Zach Winkle's car. There's Dunham gets squeezed in by Mike Wayne Robinson, and everybody else is going to crash right in there. Fitzwater barely got through. Osborne almost did, but not quite. And you see Navarro gets turned upside down by James Sykes' car in the 55 there, but Navarro gets back on all 4s, but unfortunately the damage done, and I think Navarro I think is going to get upside down again. No, he's on his side this time. This time back on all 4s and almost lands on top of the trunk lid of Sykes' car. I'm going to look at Anderson and Hudson's cars here. I'm going to look at those two. Those two, I think, look relatively clean, considering they were right in the middle of the whole Holocaust. Let's see. Let me look at the. Let's look at the 6 and the 66 cars here. Here, see. Okay, I see a hood buckle on the Hudson car. Jordan Anderson, I think, amazingly, I think he's clean. So Anderson might still make a run for it. Looks like. This way, I thought so. That was until here comes James Sykes in the 55 car. He's going to rear in Jordan Anderson's car right there. And then the accordion effect all starts. Here comes Dunham, gets right into James Sykes' car. Here comes Rob Evans, gets right into Dunham's car. And finally, the Coupe de Grace, T93 of Zach Winkle, gets right into Rob Evans' machine. So cars out of the race are James Sykes, Rob Evans, and unfortunately Angel Navarro. Navarro was up in the top, was battling for a top 5 spot in the points coming into this race. Unfortunately, that may have shot that plan all the you-know-where, unless he... I think he might still pull it off at Atlanta, though. Now, well, we'll check the points as the end of this video. Pace car already on the pit road as we're about to get the restart here on lap number 7 of this race. So we'll still have 41 laps remaining in this race. It's Kyle Matthews the leader. Second is Jessica Shelton. Third is Kev Shear. Fourth is Quentin Moore. Fifth position, or actually fourth is Zach Rogers. Fifth is Quentin Moore. Sixth is Seth Cole. Seventh is Mason Wood. Eighth is Dylan Poteet. Ninth is Mike Becker. And Phil Parker runs in 10th as the green flag flies. We're back underway here at Phoenix. Cole Deaver, by the way, the championship leader, runs 11th. Well, he was 11th. Here he comes, moving up to the field. Watch that black number 3. Cole Deaver driving like a man possessed here. He knows Shelton and Matthews are up front of him. Matthews is the one second in points coming in this race here. He leads here. Deaver leads him by 63 points coming in this race. And Cole wants to extend his lead and give him more of a comfortable cushion heading into the next race on tour, which happens to be the finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Know-How 500. Deaver moves low on their track here. He got by Jesse Turner. Now he's come up on Dylan Poteet and Seth Cole. But all the while, Kyle Matthews keeps piling up those points. He's already got 5 points for leading a lap. As we mentioned, you get 5 points for leading a lap and 5 extra points for leading the most laps at any given Castrol GTX Cup Series event. And that same rule applies there from the Daytona 500 all the way down to the season finale. And look at this 3-wide move here. Nikki Martinez in the 24 car looking pretty strong here. She gets by Mike Becker. Now looks inside of the Raging Cajun, Phil Parker in the 5 car. And she's going to bring Charles Sanford with her in that 24 machine. Sanford in the 03 car. He also racing for a top 5 spot in the point chase as you go on board Charles Sanford's car. And looks like we're under yellow for the second time here as Charles slows his car down. And everybody's passing the pace car. What's going on here? Ooh, Matthews and the rest of the others better get on the brakes here before, and they don't want to cross the start-finish line ahead of the pace car under caution. Crash has involved Jack Mitchell and several others here. Winkle, Dunham, some of the cars that were in a crash earlier. And some of the... Oh, boy, this is going to be close. Whew. And they did let the pace car pass everybody before they cross the start-finish line. So, got that all situated. Cole Baker in the 11 car, he was involved. He's now coming off of pit road. Some debris being left on in his pit stall here in the number 11 Dollar General car. Crash happened once again, coming off turn number 2, and this time it's Jack Mitchell in the 01. He gets tapped by Jordan Anderson. Looks like in a 66 machine. Yes, he does. Come out that 4th turn, just like we saw earlier. And Mitchell got hit by Trent Dunham. Here comes Alex Miller. Yeah, Miller gets through okay. So a 1-car incident happening on the front stretch here involving the 01 of Jack Mitchell. And we'll be taking you back to green flag racing here right after the air coming up. Pace car's already on pit road here. Here again, the 95 car of Alex Miller. He is a lap down at this point in the race here. He and Trent Dunham are both a lap down here. So 35 cars remain on the lead lap. As Kyle Matthews continues to lead, we'll be restarting on lap number 15 here at Phoenix. We have 33 laps remaining, 14 laps from the books. And here comes Zach Rogers to the low side of Jessica Shelton for second place as they go into turn number 1. He's going to try to push the 95 car of Alex Miller here, trying to get Alex Alex trying to get ahead of Kyle Matthews, so if the caution flag comes out again, he'll be back on the lead lap. And Shelton going backwards. Here comes Quentin Moore to the left side. Shelton hung up to the high side now in that number 9 machine. I'm sure Jeff's pretty frustrated at this point as you go inside with Jessica Shelton. Mason Wood goes to the left side as he gets by Jess, and here comes Poteet to the left side in the 31 Great Clips machine. Off turn number 2 they come here. Jess uses the draft off the 52 car. You don't usually use the term drafting on the same sentence as a 1-mile track, though, but I guess anything's possible when you're running as high speed as they are right now here. But that dropped just down to the 5th position. You saw the RPM count up to about 92.50 on going in turn number 1. And meantime, Quentin Moore goes inside of Zach Rogers for 2nd place. Moore sticks those at 4 to the inside of Rogers' Dodge. And now Poteet moves inside, same with Jesse Turner. Here comes Sanford, and here comes that black number 3, Cole Deaver. Deaver driving the colors of his hero, Dale Earnhardt, as he tries to drive it on its way to its 2nd championship. But like I said, he knows Kyle Matthews is now has led every lap so far in this race. Deaver in 10th position, but here comes Nikki Martinez to the left side. She's got the help from Dylan Young in the 2 car. And down the apron of the track goes the 24 and the 2 machines here. And Young's going to try to make a 3 wide in turn number 1, and he will do so. Dylan Young, a pretty hard-charging driver, let's put it that way. I was going to say pretty risky, but I don't think risky is in his vocabulary, I don't think. But he is a hard charger for sure. And he'll try to get by Martinez coming across the start-finish line. As Deaver's now slipping backwards. He's now down the 12th position now. Now off turn number 2 they come here, and Deaver now still slipping backwards here. As here comes Mike Becker, Seth Cole, Levi Mcintyre, and Kev Shearer, all closing in over the mix right now here. As we once again look back up front, it's still Kyle Matthews leading the race here, looking for his 3rd victory of the season here, trying to join the club of 3-time winners here. That involves Jessica Shelton, Levi Mcintyre, and Mike Becker. As we watch Miller move to the low side now, here comes Quentin Moore to the low side. He moves inside of Zach Rogers for 2nd place. And he gets by and Mason Wood. And I tell you what, though, we saw Mason Wood impress us with a tremendous run at Rockingham. And I thought for a minute he might have, and I thought for a second in that race, I thought he was going to possibly pull up an upset and win his 1st race. But Dylan Young, of course, prevented that from happening. But I think he brought the same car he raced with at Rockingham, because that car's running just like it did at Rockingham. So Mason right now running a solid 4th position right now in that number 52 machine. And so giving that car a pretty good ride right now. He moves inside of Zach Rogers, or tries to go inside of Zach Rogers for 3rd position right now at this point. But continues to ride back there for the time being. And here comes Rogers to the low side of Quentin Moore. Meantime, Dylan Poteet in 31 and Jessica Shelton in the 9. Both trying to close up here. Poteet running in 5th and Shelton running in 6th. And here comes Wood to the low side, and whoa! He just about got together with Zach Rogers come off the 4th corner. That was good. That would have been disastrous for both cars, obviously. But they keep the handle on the cars, and they're back in single file formation for the time being. Charles Samper's up to 7th position. 8th is Jesse Turner. 9th is Phil Parker, and Dylan Young runs in 10th. Nikki Martinez is in 11th position as Jessica Shelton now about to go by Dylan Poteet for 5th position. But anyway, Martinez is 11th. 12th is Becker. 13th is Levi Mcintyre. Seth Cole's 14th. Cole Deaver's now dropped to 15th position now. Running behind him is Kev Shearer in the 69 and the 86 car of Daniel Bouchard. Or actually, scratch that Kev Shearer. There's Keith. Actually, that's Keith Batson in 39 behind Shearer, and then Daniel Bouchard. Bouchard's in 18th. Raphael LeDuc's 19th, and 20th is Johnny Gardner. Johnny trying to close up on LeDuc's card here. Gardner from up in New York. LeDuc from the province of Quebec, French-speaking province in Canada. And here comes Matt McIntyre to the low side. McIntyre in 21st position right now, as Cat Batson's in 22nd, 23rd. Moving up from 40th is Zachary Fitzwater in the 59 car. He's running strong at this point. Colton Schwartz trying to get by William Brock, 66 car. Jordan Anderson, he's in this mix here. Anderson still making it go. He's up to 26 right now. Mike Wayne Robinson's 27, 28th right now is Nathan Ormond. 29th right now is Joshua Osborne. 30th is Logan Williamson. 31st is Natan Amadeo. Then it's Nathan 31st. 31st is actually Alex Miller right now. He's the car. No, Miller's 36, excuse me. He's 30. Who is 31st? Son of a. No, Amadeo is 31st. Then it's Baker, Hudson, Mitchell, and Zach Winkle is the last car on the lead lap. Then it's Miller and Dunham, the last two cars remaining in the race here, and they are both a lap down. But we got a battle for the lead developing here. Quentin Moore pulls up to the back of Kyle Matthews for the lead. As we're now down to 18 laps remaining here at Phoenix. Here, Moore comes to the low side of Matthews here, takes a peek at that low side of that Ford. Ford in second position, Pontiac in first. Down the low side goes Moore. Matthews has nothing doing as he continues to keep position for the time being here. Mason Woods in third position. Jessica Shelton's now moved into fourth. And fifth is Zach Rogers, and it's Poteet, Sanford, Parker, Turner, and Martinez in the top 10 right now, averaging almost 105 miles an hour at this point here. Very quick race. Also kind of short too. 47 laps around a 1 mile track though. Whereas we had 60 laps at Dover. We had 59 at Rockingham. And we actually had a 45 lap race earlier this season at New Hampshire, and that's probably the shortest 1 mile race we have on the circuit, other than maybe right here today at Phoenix. But this version of Phoenix International Raceway is actually plenty darn quick. And Matthews goes by Trent Dunham here, trying to get whatever he can here. Raphael LeDuc so far is the fastest lap of the race at almost 150 miles an hour. And whoa, Dunham and Quentin Moore almost get together coming off turn number 2. As they come through turns, as they come off turn number 1 here. And now you got 3 cars now you got 4 cars wrapped over, and you throw a blanket over pretty much here. Again, 95 is not on the lead lap. It's the 52, 9, and 97 going at it here. As Mason Wood tries to hold off Jessica Shelton. 34 laps in the books, 13 to go here at Phoenix. 0.3 of a second separate the 91 and 89 cars. Shelton looks to the low side of Alex Miller as they go into turn number 3, excuse me. And she'll make the move right there. Pushes Wood up to the top, to the third position now. Zach Rogers in fifth position again as they come down through off turn number 4 here, or off turn number 2, excuse me. Cole Deaver trying to work his way back up to the field. He's at the 13th position now. Up ahead of him is Seth Cullen, 12th. Boy, if Matthews I think already clinched 5 bonus points for leading the most laps. That's the last news I'm sure Deaver wants to hear is Kyle Matthews goes on to win the race and run the table pretty much in the points. On his points in the things. And if that's the case, it's going to make things very, very interesting when we go to Atlanta. And I think it's going to be an interesting race at Atlanta. That I'm going to already call it and say it because of where everybody's running at right now. We're now down to 10 laps to go right now. And I'm sure the thing Deaver, wants to hear most right now, not to wishing any bad luck. I'm sure he's not wishing any bad luck, but I'm sure the thing Deaver wants to hear right now is Matthews got problems with his car and he's pulling in the pits. But it's not looking likely right now as he continues to lead. But Quentin Moore has close up to the back bumper, however, that number 89 car. Quentin trying to make a run for it right now as they go through turn number 2. See the lap speed chart this time by between Kyle and Quentin. Start finish line they come here. Matthews cross the start finish line this time by. His lap 112 or his lap 146.651. Quentin Moore at 146.767. So Quentin did close up a little bit. It's less than 0.2 of a second. But also closing up are Mason Wood and Jessica Shelton. Let's see what the lap speeds are this time by again between the Kyle and Quentin. Kyle Matthews cross the start finish line. 146.673, Moore at 146.519. So I think Quentin's closing. He's moving up. He's dropping back. I think we may be fixed to find out. See what happens on the last laps of the race. And Rafael LeDuc is on pit road in the 16 machine. 45 miles an hour on pit road goes to 16. Montreal Canadiens Buick, and as the crew tries to diagnose what the problem is on his machine. LeDuc trying to make his way back in the top 10 of the points, and that is not going to help matters at all. So tough break for LeDuc at this point here, as we're coming up now on 4, as we're now coming up on 5 to go right now. It's 28 hundredths of a second between the front 2 cars this time by here. It's less than 1 second between first and fourth. And also, and of course, the change up in the top 10 right there. Levi Mcintyre up the 9th position. Phil Parker up the 10th. Right now at this point. 4 to go. Zach Rogers moving inside of Jesse Turner for position. That's 8th and 9th. Actually, excuse me, that's 7th and 8th, excuse me. And Cole Deaver making another pass right there. He gets by Seth Cole as Mike Becker up on the high side of the track here as he and Kev Shear go at it. And watch Keith, and look, and watch that move out of Keith Batson. Batson trying to let it all hang out and go 3 wide here. He moves to the left side. He's got Nicky Martinez on the 24 trying to go up behind him as they come off turn number 2, and Shear and Batson about make contact off the second corner, and Keith says, I don't want to try to get wrecked here, so I'm going to try it another time. But they're down to 2 laps to go right now in this race here, so that's 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th on your screen here. And meantime, we're coming up on 2 to go. We're coming up to the white flag this time by. Mason Wood is close up on Quentin Moore for second place. But that's going to let Kyle Matthews just pull away here as the white flag waves over the Racing Cane's Chicken Fingers Pontiac. Matthews has won at Phoenix twice before, driving the mellow yellow number 42 car. And this will be his 3rd win at Phoenix if he can hold on. And look, as Quentin Moore tries to make one final charge through turns 3 and 4, he makes a shot to the start-finish line. Short checker flag waves. Kyle Matthews wins the Subway 500 at Phoenix. It is Matthews' 3rd victory of the season, as and all of them coming late in the season. He's making his charge at the right time in his quest for maybe a 4th championship. And I think we got an interesting points battle when we heading into Atlanta, because this is going to get really nuts here on that racetrack. Quentin Moore, he did all he could do, though. He comes home second, though. You can't see he didn't try to take the win from Kyle Matthews here. And how about Mason Wood? Third place run for the 52 car. That's the second straight top 5 finish. Here's something I've obviously found something in the number 52 car, because it is running very strong right now. Jessica Shelton comes home in 4th. 5th position will go to Dylan Poteet. Charles Sanford was 6th. Zach Rogers 7th. 8th will go to Jesse Turner. Levi McIntyre 9th. And 10th will go to Phil Parker. Average speed 116.958 here, and good race that was here today. Cole Deaver moved up a little bit, though, from dropping back to as far as about 16th position. Though he moves up to 11th in the final running order, but he's lost a good chunk of points now on Matthews here. And to my calculations here, Matthews, I think, earns 185 for the win. And Deaver didn't lead a lap, though, considering Matthews, well, who did lead a lap, considering Matthews led every lap in this race. But Deaver, I think, earned 130. So, yeah, if my calculations are correct, then Kyle Matthews, I think, is close to the points gap to less than 10 points on Cole Deaver coming into the finale at Atlanta. Because I think, let's see, what is it? Yeah, it's 158, 185 minus 130. So, yeah, Matthews gained a grand total of 55 points on Cole Deaver coming in this race, and to my calculations, that equals up to 8 points is what the margin of points is going to be coming into Atlanta. Oh my God! Oh, here, cinch up here, fasten your seatbelts, because this is going to be one wild finish to the season. Oh my God! Anyway, Deaver does come on 11th here. Let's give you the rest of the finishing order here. Seth Cole comes on 12th. 13th to Kev Shearer. Keith Batson 14th. 15th will go to Mike Becker. Then Nicky Martinez. Dylan Young. Zachary Fitzwater. Daniel Bouchard and Matt McIntyre was the 20th place finisher. 21st will go to Kat Batson. 22nd, Nathan Orman. Johnny Gardner. Colton Schwartz was 24th. Then William Brock, Mike Wayne Robinson, Logan Williams, Jordan Anderson, Joshua Osborne, and Natan Amadeo was the last rounds at the top 30, in this race here. Cole Baker comes home in 31st here. Nathan Hudson, 32nd. Then Jack Mitchell, Zach Winkle was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 34th. Alex Miller and Trent Dunham and Rafael Leduc was the last of the finishers, 35th, 36th, and 37th. Miller was the only car 1 lap down. Dunham was 2 laps down, and Leduc, sadly, was 3 laps down. As something went wrong. Something obviously went awry with the Montreal Canadiens Buick in the late laps of the race, unfortunately for Raphael. Cars out of the race were Angel Navarro, James Tuxton, Rob Evans. So that will do it here today at the Phoenix International Raceway here. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything in this channel. We got races, we got gaming videos, we got online videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA South Dakota's are for this channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Dorsal Cup Series, which is the main series on this channel as well, too. And I guarantee you will not regret checking that series out neither. So that will... series out neither. Also, be sure to check out our other NNSCRA series around the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming Cavalcade. That includes Dylan Young's Spectrum Mobile Cup Series on his channel, X86753098588X. And also the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series from Thrash Maniac 99, aka Levi McIntyre. So be sure to give those 2 channels a subscribe and those 2 series a look at as well, too. And also, and of course, again, give the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel a subscribe as well, too. And check out Seth's series as well. So that will do it here today at Phoenix here. Congratulations again to Kyle Matthews, the winner of the Subway 500 and winner here at the Subway 500. And do not miss the finale at Atlanta, because this is going to be wild and crazy on this for the season here. So for now, this is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the season finale, the Napa Know How 500.